Okay, so for the dollar index, okay, overend trend is down as always. Here currently bulls are in control with the current candle. Short-term trend is up, and let's see here. So it's much of the same as yesterday. It's kind of almost trading in a range right now. Maybe waiting on some news or something here. And current candles are sort of stagnant here. So where this moves from here, I'm not sure, but short-term trend is up as long as it doesn't get towards the primary downtrend line. We should be okay. Still, I believe in the long term this trend will continue downward. Short term may continue up until the price gets towards the downtrend line. And so for the daily, much of the same, except for the daily, sellers are in control. Price movement here is, let's see on this retracement. See here. I believe that's right. Okay. So it started and it's moved downward. Looks like it's in supply right now, moving to 38%, then 50 and 60 here consecutively. And as far as trend goes, we look at kind of the same as the green line here. And here we go. And then overall trend is still down, short term is up. And actually, I should move that here. Okay, and so as far as movement for the daily, it looks like it's hit some resistance up here and somewhere within this range there. And here's our demand level right down here. So it's currently in supply, and it looks like it's also trading somewhat within a range within this area here. Where it moves from here, looks like this candle is starting to show some momentum right here. So in short term, it looks like the sellers are in control with the dollar, and so that's it for the dollar.
Sorry, Jason. So what does it mean then? What does it mean for us if the view of the dollar dropping?
Right. Okay. So it's kind of like what we were talking about today earlier in class, and kind of in retrospect with the homework yesterday. So with all the major currencies and markets pretty much divergent of the dollar. So as the dollar begins to sell off, then all the major currencies and major markets will actually begin to buy up or become bullish. And then inversely, then if the dollar becomes bullish, then all the major markets and currencies will become bearish at the same time. So with this movement here, if it continues down on its current downtrend or its bearish move down here to the downside, then you can look at the major currencies and the major markets being bullish until this decides to reverse and come back up.
Okay, so what is your short-term view of the US dollar?
So short term, okay, so long term it's on a downtrend, of course, and then short term uptrend. Okay, and as let me draw another trend line up here. So if it breaks this secondary trend line, it could either continue down to the next trend line, and from there we'll have to make a decision whether it has enough momentum to push through and continue on its long-term bearish run, or if it'll bounce off this trend line and come up. But as of right now, short term, I would say it could potentially be in a retracement right now with these long candles, and there's some exhaustion here. Looks like you hit some resistance here. It could come down back and bounce off on its retracement off the 38% line, and then come back up.
Okay. Feedback for Jason, please. And what do you think? What would you say? Actually, we'll start first with Kevin while he is here as well.
Short term would be some retracements since there's a reversal candle on the previous candle, so it's a good time to short to the first fib level or the first support level of the retracement.
Okay. So
should be right here.
Yeah, so probably around there.
Around the 50% line
around the 50% line.
Right here, which would be right here. I'm saying our range is probably in the 38% to 50% line, somewhere around here, for our retracement.
Okay. Yeah. So how many days in approximation it can reach either the 38 or 50%?
I'd say within a 2 to 3 day range to include this candle.
Okay. So, and what will happen then with the major currencies?
Well, as this hits support and this price turns around and starts to begin its finish its retracement and its corrective cycle, it'll begin to move up, and then as that happens, the major currencies, the major markets, will start to hit some support or some resistance and begin to move back down. Completely opposite of what the dollar will do.
All right, perfect. Okay, thank you.
Okay, and so for the for current news, tomorrow is Thursday, October 25th, and for the British pound, we have preliminary GDP announcements, and then for the dollar, core durable goods orders, that will be announced at 8:30 a.m. Also 8:30, unemployment claims, which is pretty big for the U.S., and then pending home sales at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, and that's for Thursday, October 25th. And as far as just major market movement goes and current positions, what is this? Advertisement. Just 1 second. I'll skip. There we go. Okay, so as we talked about in class, not always do the indexes move directly with the dollar index, which we know on the daily the dollar is bearish, and so these indexes are also bearish with the exception of the European indexes. And so I don't know if they're comparing these to the weekly or the daily charts on the dollar index if you were to compare them. But so that's how they are. So most the Asian and the American indexes are bearish with the exception of the European, and that's for the major market indexes. For futures, mostly bullish movement today, with the exception of the FTSE 100, but just a small loss at 0.15%, and so that's it for the global markets. Does anybody have any questions?
All right, feedback, please. None. Okay, let's do M1s today. So Jason, how many do we have? 3, 6, 9. Do 4. Kevin will do 4, and Anne will do 4 as well, I believe. I think I made much too.
Okay, so starting off on the Euro USD weekly.
I'll just do daily, right? Daily 4 hour, 1 hour.
Yeah, just do daily for our 1 hour, please.
Okay. Okay, so for the Euro USD daily, long term is is in an uptrend. Let's see here. Actually, the overall trend is down. I'll just stick with this. So okay, so long term is up. Okay, and short term, if you're looking at swing trading, is down. It's currently just coming off a level of demand right now. Draw our support and resistance levels right here. Okay, and so that's it for the daily 4 hour. For as much as the same, overall trend is up, and here's our range right here. And bulls are currently in control. Pretty strong momentum to the upside as it makes its way up to the 3061 mark. And that's for the 4 hour, 1 hour. Some of the same here. Let's see. Next level of supplies here. Bulls still currently in control. Overall trend is down right here, and with the short-term trend up. And here's our okay, and let's see. Here. Okay, so it's already broke past the 50% and heading to the 62% right now. If it could break through the 60%, we'll see new highs over here, probably within this range right here. From here to about here. With our new support levels. And then we'll make a call whether it's going to continue on its uptrend or move downward. Okay, and then for the dollar yen, so overall trend right here is down. We look here with the short term up. Pretty strong bullish run actually on daily. The bulls in control, small retracement here, pushing past, breaking the downtrend line here on the long term. So definitely change in trend is possible depending on where this candle closes on the 4 hour. Overall trend is up, higher highs, higher lows. Bulls in control. Okay. and that's on the 4-hour. Clean some of this up a little bit. Current trend is up, higher highs, higher lows. Bulls in control still on the 1-hour. Let's draw some support lines. Pretty strong momentum to the upside, actually. Here's our demand level right here, and our retracement. So if it continues its move up here, it's already pushed past, testing the 50% right now. And with this candle, this strong, or these current candles, with the momentum they have, potential to push past the 50%. Although it's tested it twice right now, and it doesn't seem to want to push past it. So we'll see by the end of the next hour if it can push past that level. If not, you could see a potential reversal in the secondary uptrend line here. Actually, the tertiary here. Potentially going to the test in the secondary, or even breaking past the secondary, going to the primary. And that's it for the dollar yen. Now pound dollar daily. Okay, so trend line here. Okay, so it's currently on the long term is in an uptrend. However, on the short term here, it's currently in a downtrend with the bulls in control. See what happens when it gets up to this area of the trend line. See if it wants to break past or push back down towards the uptrend line. And for the 4-hour, it's currently in a downtrend with the bulls still in control. So again, see what happens when it makes it up to this trend line. If it wants to push past or reverse and come down, continue movement down towards the primary uptrend line for the 4-hour. 1-hour. Overall trend is down with the short term up. Let's see. Okay, so pretty strong momentum to the upside as it rides along the tertiary uptrend line. As far as targets go, let's see. It's tricky. This. Targets. Okay, so here are targets for the 1-hour. So it's just pushed past 38%. See what that happens if it makes it to the 50% or 62%. If it can break past 62, you'll see new highs probably nearing the current downtrend line. Clean that up. Should be around this area right here. Okay, so that's for the pound dollar last.
Sorry, Jason, before we go to the next one, who would agree from what Jason did there with the fibs?
Right here.
I don't agree. I think the fib's still an issue with Jason.
So, and maybe Anne, you can help out with Jason.
Okay, so if I would look for the retracement, there's a few levels of retracement on the overall picture.
Okay,
So
hang on a
you're
sec,
really
Anne, sorry, I'll pass the presentation to you. So, pound dollar based on the 1 hour.
pound dollar.
Are you talking about just this retracement or all the ones I've drawn so far?
All the ones you've drawn so far since you started with euro dollar
Okay.
and dollar yen. I can see that fib is still an issue with your withdrawing the fibs anyway. So and it's also drawn the opposite way. So we go to the 1 hour pound dollar. So I can see this like this. I can't see the full picture, so I have to minimize it to see where it is at the moment, because if we have a look at this, it's all retraced. These levels here have already retraced these levels already broken supply areas, significant supply areas. It also broke the supply area right here, so I'll also draw supply areas. So this supply area has been broken, so now we can't really draw the retracement from here. So I'll go now to the next one. So the next level then of retracement would be this area here. So that will be the last high, and now I'll go to this low right here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so now I can see as well that it's also broken the 62% level right here. So now I still need to see where the next level would be, and I can then move my retracement to the next level. That's also broken. That's also broken right there. It's actually up to that 62% now. So now I'll go to the highest one as well, which is here, and it's just about to reach the 160.77. So if I still want to go further up, then I can minimize it, and I can see that it's already up to this level. But this is the 1 hour chart, so the best bet as well is to look at the 4 hour chart, which is a longer time frame, to also see the retracement point as well. This is a much better area to see where the retracement point, as we can already see, it's already broken that. It's actually about to just touch the 62% here. And then if it breaks that, then the next level will be right here, which is about the 161.01.
On the next
And then
high.
if it breaks, yeah, and then it breaks that, then we'll move that to this level here. Then the 50% will be at the 160.93, and then the 161.35 would be the next level.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, it makes sense when you draw it like that. It's just, I don't know.
So
still
you go
trying to get
in,
used to
so
this.
yeah. So you go in the past. You can't really look at the future. You need to see where the next support supply levels are. So the next resistance levels, it breaks that, and then you can go there and then just go for the next high, find the next high, and then see where it is.
Got it. So you just keep going to the next high until it breaks those levels, and then you move on to the one before that. That was the previous higher high.
Correct. So if, say, for example, here it doesn't want to break this and then sellers are coming back in, then that will be a different story. Now your high then will be here, and then you'll draw your fib then from this high. Oops. Yeah. Say, for example, it doesn't want to stick to this low. So it will be the opposite. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake on this one.
You can't put it on the current candle because it's not done forming yet, right? So it would be on the next high, the next
Yeah,
previous high.
yeah. So if, for example, it starts reversing, just an example, and this is the highest high, so then this is what you'll do. You'll draw it from the bottom, from the lowest candle to the high, because then you'll see that the red candles are forming here for that retracement to the downside.
Okay, but when we're drawing targets, like you have the big one drawn, you have to go from the low, the lowest low there, like where you have it, and then go to the next high. And if the
Yes,
target's
that's right.
already broken past the first high, you have to keep moving up to the next high, and then the third one, fourth one, until you have a target still available there.
Correct.
Okay.
All right, sweet. Good job. Alrighty.
So maybe as a homework for you, Jason, is to email us your fib retracements, because this is a big issue for you.
Okay.
So that'll be good homework for you.
Maybe I can just go ahead and back test it, like just scale the chart back and then just draw them. Just keep drawing them and take snapshots, and then that'd be a
And
fast
email
way.
them.
Yeah. Okay.
That'd be much better.
Okay.
All right, next one, please. Last one, dollar Swiss.
Dollar Swiss. Okay, so here's the dollar Swiss. Overall trend is down. Here, lower lows and lower highs, and currently in a retracement. Just finished retracement in an area of supply. Right now, the bears are in control. For the 4-hour, overall trend is down, with the short term up as shown here. Okay, with the pretty strong selling pressure going on here with strong candles, with the bears in control currently. Short-term trend or long-term trends down, short-term trends up, and then for the 1-hour, okay, so for the 1-hour, same thing. Overall trend is down. Short-term is up with the bears still in control. So let's see if I can draw this right now. Try and draw this retracement. Let's see. 93.60. Oh, it's barely higher. Okay, so let's see. So would that be correct in how I drew this?
No.
So go from high, because if I draw, okay, so here's the high, right? And then the next.
Okay, so you'd look at the current candle, right? So at the moment, the current candle is showing some form of a retracement, forming a hammer formation or a doji.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So you would go from the current candle because it seems that it may form a retracement to the upside. So you would then...
So you're talking about put it over here like this?
Yes.
But it's not done forming yet, though.
Yeah, no, it's not yet done forming, but that will be where your retracement level would be.
Okay. So then I would have to draw it like...
That's it.
Okay. Yeah, so here's our targets for the 38%, 50, and 62%. on the 1 hour.
Nice. And then from there you can visualize. So in the next 27 minutes, if that one finishes like that, and then you have a bullish bar forming, then you have a potential, what type of star pattern?
Oh, like maybe an M2
Yeah, so is it an
pattern,
evening star or morning star?
This would be a morning star.
Potential morning star, right? So if the bulls will take over next hour from 12 to 1, then that can retrace to 93.19, 93.27, 93.59, and all the way to back to 93.50.
Right.
Yeah, cool. All right, well done. Nice job. Okay, Kevin will do 4.
Which one I'm doing?
So the Aussie USD,
Aussie dollar. Okay.
dollar CAD, Kiwi dollar, and
Okay.
Euro pound.
Cool.
It's M1, Kevin. No indicators, please.
Oh yeah, just M1 please, Kev.
Hold up. Give me one moment. Okay. So overall trend up. Current trend up. The primary downtrend has been broken, as you can see from here, on the current candle, but we still have to wait till it closes. Buyers are currently in control. You can see from here to here is an uptrend, and then from this part to this part, retraced down to 61.8 levels, and now is continuation to the upside. Well, that's the picture it's painting currently right now. If you guys have any questions, just stop me. Overall trend down. Current trend obviously up. Broken the primary downtrend right here. demand level currently right here. So if you're like momentum trading, trying to pick top and bottom, you could have went long here. Very steep uptrend currently right now.
All right. Feedback for Kevin.
Can we go to the daily chart, please,
Sure.
Kevin? Yes. Okay. So, where do you think the fib retracement should be placed? Because to me, I don't agree with the fib retracement that you drew there. Now,
for which swing you're talking about? You're talking about my profit taking?
no, the retracement on the overall short-term downtrend. So it's actually retraced on the overall short-term downtrend, and then
Okay. Well, that wasn't really short term. Short term would be on the swing. So once it gets to here, if you want to elaborate a little bit more, which I didn't, I actually like briefly went through it. So it will be based on here. But this is looking from hindsight, so I didn't thought I would have to do that. Right?
yeah, very interesting.
Okay. Alrighty. Let's pass it on to you, and let's see what would you do.
Okay.
That's based on the other correction.
Okay, so for me, what I would do is I would look at this, and then I would say, okay, where has it retraced? Where is it currently? So I'd draw from the high to the low. I think the low would be that one there. And I can already clearly see that, okay, it's already retraced, broken the 38%, even it's actually holding the 50% at the moment within this range of candles right here. So it's holding within here. It needs to break the 50% before it can go to the 62% level here. Now it did a small retracement here in these candles right here, but then buyers again took over and now creating higher lows, higher highs as well within this range of candles, hence you know, holding this 50% level here. So that would be my retracement level on this entire short-term trend right here.
I think we're talking about different swings, but I get where you're coming from, yeah. But I'm just analyzing from that other swing, the one after that. On that correction, you see that four bearish
Okay,
candle
so if you do,
on the
yeah, so if you do a correction there, then you'd then I'd draw it from this high to this low here. Okay, so that would be the correction there. And then there's also another correction right here as well. Because it fulfilled all that correction with this swing up here. So it broke the 62%, right? And then I think it's up to the 72% level here. 76%. Okay, so it hit the 76%, it retraced back down, creating all these candles right here. So it retraced, and then again retracing back as well. But then I wouldn't really look at this because I would look at the overall downtrend momentum right here to see where it is before I would see the overall picture on the weekly.
I think we're just talking about different swings, because like when you talk about retracement, what's the definition of a retracement, right? Retracement would be like it's trending, right? So it's a correction pretty much. So if you're drawing from there to there, it just has different swing. Just I think we're just talking about different swing because I'm talking about the retracement of the uptrend, current uptrend swing right now.
Yeah, okay, so what happens is when you're talking about the current upswings for, okay, just one tick. Okay, so what's happening is, let me just delete everything for now, just to make it clean. Right, so we're analyzing from the current bar just to see where the projection of the price action, where it's going to go further up, or can it really break 104 to go to 104.50 all the way to 105.50, even a potential to go to 106. So from this point forwards, if we're talking from here, this is mainly the swing. This is the correction pretty much from here to here, right? So, you know, just give me a tick. Since this was the last high and this is the last pretty much low, technically speaking, if we go back and track it from the last high, what would be really the last low? Okay, high is the higher compared to the previous high. Yes, is the high compared to the previous high. Yes, the higher compared to the previous high. Yes, is the higher compared to that. No. Let's go with the lows. Is the low higher compared to the previous low? Yes. Is the low higher compared to the previous low? Yes. Is the high higher compared to the previous low? Is this low higher compared to the previous low? Then no. So this is the last swing from that current high right there. Then if it retraces, then we would be able to detect approximately from this point all the way that if it comes back and retraces, where can it retrace to from the last swing? This is pretty much from the last swing, and hence it did break these all particular ones. And technically speaking, by theoretical theory of fibs, it should come back all the way to 102.05, but it didn't want to. Now it created a new higher high, higher low. The question is, can it go and continue to go beyond 104.09, or that high right there, right, 104.12. So now if we're going to talk about the theoretical theory, that since it didn't want to go and break through all the way to 100%, then the price can come back up all the way to 104.08 somewhere sometime in the future. Can it be by tomorrow? It can, but if it doesn't want to break 104.08, then this one can come back down as far as we're concerned. Right? However, if it chooses to go further and it will break this last high, now the next question that we need to ask is, where can it go then if it continues to go further up to the upside? Now, if we take this whole bigger picture, since this one are now dropped, right? So with that last high, last low, obviously, if we're going to track back down all the way up, that would be the last high, and then the second high, and the third high. This is pretty much the highest high of everything. Alright, so if we're going to go through there, from there all the way down to the last low, then we can see here as well that we have the 38.2 as a form of retracement, broke that out, 50%, it's just sitting currently in the 50%. So if it breaks the 50% on the bigger down swing here, then he can, whoa, what happened there? Okay, hang on a second. Just one tick. Sorry, guys. I got. Yeah, this is actually lucky we're getting into this. So we need be objective as much as we can in terms of trading. Right. Go through what's the Aussie dollar based on the daily chart. Okay, man, got deleted. Okay. So we were here, right, all the way down there. Then we had the other one from here to here. This is already retraced from here to basically from that low, but we didn't use that. We used that one to continue to go further because that is pretty much the last low of things. But if we look at the bigger perspective of things, from there to there, from the biggest low, 62%, 50%, 38%. So, but in actual fact, then after this whole swing here, see, this is the push correction, minor correction, trying to correct itself from here to here. Since it didn't want to correct, this one broke out all the mini corrections. The question is, can it now push through beyond this correction to have a new change of trend? Because it really make this on a bigger perspective, on a bigger screen, and like minimize it. Okay. You will notice that it's just what it's doing, just 1, 2, 3, 4. And then within this section right here, it's just doing mainly higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. And if we take this perspective over here, it's doing lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So if really we really want to think about it, the other part is to, just 1 second, change that. Since it created a high, low, on a bigger perspective, we can move this over here. And then your next projection is definitely about another 100%. If it breaks through these mini ones right there, in terms of the extension, you can get all the way to about that 105. Right? So now the question is, how can we now detect then what will be the next target points? So if part of this swing, it has to correct to a certain degree, which it did, but it didn't want to continue. But if this one was really, really that weak, it should be back down here, but it didn't want to. So the next question here now is, where can it go to then, since this last swing retraced to this point of view, didn't want to, rebounded, then that means if it breaks through this 100% by theoretical theory of Fibonacci retracements, it's going to go back up pretty much 100% from the last low. This is the last low from the really, really last low, from the lower low to the last low. It will go pretty much another 100% to the upside. So that's pretty much what the market does. All right. So both of you guys are correct. It's just a matter of perception on where you want the target is going to be. And I think that's actually one of the dangerous parts of trading, where it can be very subjective, but the question is, how can you really be objective? And so really defining what is really the swing, defining where is the actual retracement between the trend, on where the trend is going. Does that make sense to everybody in the room?
It does. It's just one of those things that's going to take practice.
Yeah. Kevin, questions?
I think, yeah, just a misunderstanding, because I was talking about the correction of 4 candles, bearish candle, and then I think Ann was talking about the target levels of where we're going to take profit. So, yeah.
Got it. Beauty. There you go. See? The beauty about trading, right? Everybody has its own interpretation. Cool. Okay, let's continue. And questions?
No question.
All right. Sweet.
So you agree, Anne? So
Yeah, I agree. I just look at the chart differently to you. That's all on the retracement. Because you look at the smaller retracements, which is fine. I do that too.
yeah.
But then once the all levels are fulfilled, then I just
Okay.
go to the bigger picture to see
Correct.
the where it is. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're right on that too. So I think we're both trading it long at the moment, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Since I guess I didn't specify the direction, but I would, because this is definitely demand level, and then bullish candle reversal, and then I would bet it will break the downtrend line by tomorrow. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the cap. This one's interesting.
Okay, just so we won't get confused with method 2, just use a tab with no charts at all, and you can just use that with all time frames. Thanks.
I mean this?
Yes, please.
Okay. Wow. How much data should I look? 1 year? For trend determination.
Yeah, 1 year is pretty good enough.
Okay. Overall trend, I'm not too sure, but it looks sideways since the price pretty much remained the same. But from this part, here and now, it's definitely down. But that's not too important, since it's not that strong trending from 1 year. No purpose. It's currently supply level. This is the primary uptrend, primary downtrend, broken primary downtrend. Did it break? Let's see how bad this was. Demand level currently right here. That dropped to the trend line. Didn't like it. There's a strong bullish reversal. Very strong. Next one. Continuation to the upside. Broke the primary downtrend. To me, currently supply level. Like objectively speaking, technical speaking, it's probably taking a breather before continuation to the upside, because these candles are way too strong. Any questions?
Questions for Kev?
No questions.
But to be honest, I wouldn't short this or long this, because supply level, supposedly the trend is up, so it's sort of like divergent opinions. I'm looking for confluence, not divergent, which complicate my trading.
Okay. You can use the same tab, Kev, with no indicator.
Okay. Sure, sounds good. Wow, that's really messy. Pretty much the same as the daily in terms of the way it moves. Quite short. It's currently uptrend at supply level.
Okay, it looks like we need to work on your trends again, Kev. Okay.
Oh yeah, I could draw more. Yeah.
We actually use high-low now for trend lines, Kevin.
High
So
lows.
if you
Okay.
yes,
Sure.
high-lows,
Sorry.
even for horizontals, high-low as well.
Sorry.
Not a problem. Sweet. Okay, that's nice. Okay, so from there, where do you think the direction of the dollar against the CAD is going?
From there, it will go to here, to this primary downtrend line, and then make a decision. Because there's a reversal candle, and it seems like you're gonna break the secondary trend line. So next target will be the primary downtrend line.
All right. Sweet. Excellent. Next one.
Okay. I think I do a little bit slow.
No problem.
Because usually I don't talk. I just like draw my lines and all the thinking process goes in my head. Let me see.
That's on the 1 hour, Kevin. You realize that?
Correct. I just did 4 hour, correct?
Oh no, you just did USD CAD.
Oh,
So
USD
now you're
CAD?
doing, yeah, you just did USD
Oh, sorry,
CAD.
sorry.
Yeah, that's all right.
Actually, this may be a little bit too early to draw that. Yes. Here's a breakout, false breakout, but wasn't a clean break. Well, complete clean break. And then didn't like it. Followed back the trend line and broke the downtrend line. Not a clean break, but we know by tomorrow. But it's trending pretty nicely to the uptrend side, so definitely gonna trade to the upside. Are we gonna trade this? Do you guys want me to draw the profit target, or that's pretty much unnecessary?
No, it's okay. Just looking at the direction and then to get the profit target would be actually better.
Okay, so profit target, usually you just draw your resistance level. So you add in the line, right? Oops. Freehand. I don't think I have the correct line. What?
The horizontal. Oh. Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
You probably have to go to weekly to look at your profit target level. This doesn't tell you much, but okay, so this will be your first, actually no, it's also fifth draw. Okay, so you could pretty much try to base it off the fib level and also the horizontal line. As you can note, I probably missed some horizontal line on the fib level. So like you could probably draw one here, probably another one here. So, and there's probably a few more in between if you want to really draw the line closely. Okay. M1 right here. Went to the secondary downtrend line, broke through, went to primary, broke through. Next target. This one's a pretty good target. If it doesn't like it, because it could go up or down, right? Here's the reversal candle. So you could pretty much trade either way. But from the look at things, I would trade it up. Yeah. Also here, yeah, from the look at things, probably better to wait for your retracement. Wait for your retracement and trade up. Since you're late for the action already, there's no point to chase it. Let me know if you guys have questions, or else I'm just gonna keep going.
All right. Keep going, please. Keep it up, dude. Good job.
Oh, this is ugly. Here. Didn't quite like it. Here's a retracement you could trade really fast though. I probably won't trade it, but Phil might. Right here. It's trending very strong to the upside right now, so you probably don't want to trade to the downside unless you're very aggressive. That means sitting in front of the computer for 1 hour chart. Next one is, which one you want me to do?
Well, actually, that's pretty much it. I'll let Ann do euro, pound, euro, yen, and pound, yen. Yeah. So actually, since you left, there were a lot of changes to with the teaching program. Yeah. But other than that, yeah, you need more practice, I think. You've been away for long. Okay, let's go. And
okay, so we're doing euro pound. Okay, so euro pound on the daily in this range of candles right here, it's on an uptrend. Showing higher highs, higher lows at the moment, so just create a trend line. So it'll be our primary, and that'll be our secondary. And okay, so we see a breakout of this tertiary downtrend, uptrend line. Okay, and what we can see here as well is our resistance level or supply areas. It doesn't really go beyond the supply areas right here, and sellers at the moment are in control, pushing it down, creating lower lows, lower highs within this range of candles at the moment. However, it's also in a very good demand area. Okay, so if we can scroll right here, it was a very good demand area right there. But since it broke the tertiary uptrend line right here, it may even fall further and touch the secondary uptrend line here up to about perhaps about the 80-40 price area. But if it doesn't want to, it may just form a nice M1 right here and then continue to the upside, since on the trend, it's on an uptrend right here. Overall still on a downtrend, short-term uptrend right here. So higher highs, higher lows in the overall swing of the pair. So retracement wise, if it's retracing at the moment, since it was on an uptrend, let's see where it retraced to. Okay, so clearly retraced to about the 61.8% level. So if it breaks that, then it may go further to about here, about the 80.58, even lower if it wants to as well. However, it's fulfilled that retracement level, so it may stabilize right here in this level and then may continue to its uptrend momentum, but we'll see. On the 4-hour chart, 4-hour chart, right here it's on a downtrend, overall uptrend. Nice stabilization period here at the moment. It's a nice method one here that we can see holding the price at about the 80, 86, 85 area. But overall, still sellers in control here within this range right here, but also consolidating as well within two price areas. On the 1-hour chart, 1-hour chart, clear indication of that stabilization period. So it's just ranging between two price areas, between this supply and these demand levels right here. So sellers push it right back down, lower lows, lower highs, and then now it's just stabilizing at the moment. So any questions with the euro pound?
So what's the direction?
Okay, the direction of this at the moment, I wouldn't know. Sellers are in control at the moment on the 1 hour. So it may just stabilize right here. So it really needs to break this demand level if it wants to continue to the downside. It needs to break this supply area if it wants to continue to the upside. So there's no clear direction right now on the 1-hour chart.
Okay, thanks.
No questions.
Okay, next one, Euro Yen. Okay, the Euro Yen is very nice. It's on an uptrend right here. It's overall, so still on a downtrend from way back. So still on the downtrend here, but on this set of candles right here, it's on an uptrend, creating higher lows, higher highs, and also created a new high right here as well. So at the moment, buyers are in control. Nice correction right here, 2 days in a row for sellers. Now buyers are pushing right back up. Needs to break this supply area, but the 104.59, even the 104.46 area, to go further up to about the 105. So we'll see what happens. But overall, buyers in control and still on an uptrend. So it's very nice at the moment. On the 4-hour chart, 4-hour chart, also nice correction here by the sellers, and now continuation to the upside by the buyers as well, creating higher lows, higher highs, heading towards the supply levels. It's also overall uptrend. On the 1-hour chart, also very nice, higher lows, higher highs, small corrections right here by the sellers, nice momentum push to the upside by the buyers, correction happening here at the moment, and then before it continued to the upside. So still to the upside for the Euro Yen on the 1 hour. Any questions with the Euro Yen?
No questions.
Okay. And last one, Pound Yen. Okay, pound yen is also very nice, actually much stronger than the euro yen. It's also on an uptrend at the moment. See right here, buyers are in control. I was holding and settling actually at this supply area. And we can also already see a nice clear breakout of the supply. Next supply area that will break would be that supply at 128. What's the high of this? 128.84. High of this 128.88. So actually already broken this high right here. So the next level that it needs to break now will be these supply areas here in the past. So next level will be about the 129.13. So let's just draw our supply area. So supply area there, 129.16, and then more right here as well. So it's now created a new higher high. So I can see this continuing further past the 129 price area. So it's very strong uptrend, high lows, high highs happening there at the moment. On the 4-hour chart, 4-hour chart, very strong, very nice, high lows, high highs as well. Still all bulls, nice push on the 4-hour to the upside. On the 1-hour chart, 1 hour, also bulls, small corrections, currently showing a correction right here. However, I can still see this pushing to the upside on the 1 hour, so still more push to the upside as well. Any questions with the pound yen?
No questions. So there are actually a lot of good trades today. Yeah, I believe that the market's going to be strong tomorrow. How strong? That will be a question. Who knows? But definitely some bulls to go. Bulls to be on the run for the next couple of days. So if there are no other questions, well done, guys. You guys have a great night.
I have a question.
Yes.
You know, for Aussie dollar,
Aussie dollar?
yeah, Aussie dollar. What's a good time to go long? I mean, like 2 days ago, not today.
Well, if you missed that 102.40, you could have gone in at the closing or the retracement from the low, and maximum you can go probably 104. But if it breaks through 104, then that 105 will be a good place.
On which chart though? On daily chart?
On daily chart, yes.
Yes, so it's currently...
So you will enter on that bearish candle? You will enter long on the bearish candle? Is that what you're saying? And you put the stop at the low of the bearish candle?
Ray was saying that the entry was this candle right here, the bearish candle, but you missed it, right? So this is very strong. There's no indication of a retracement to the downside at the moment. So
no, I'm talking about in hindsight, like would you
where you would
because Ray said he entered long on this candle on the daily chart.
Yeah, I entered on this candle too on the daily chart.
So I don't quite get the analysis. Why would you enter on such a bearish candle?
For me, because it's a very strong demand level.
Yeah, you're in the level of demand.
Yeah. See? For M1, that's very good, right?
M1.
So your pretty much risk is pretty minimal. We within that, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and plus there were actually the only reason why the market dropped the day before was because of the U.S. market. It's highly correlated with the U.S. And then when it pushed up was due to reporting back in Australia through to consumer price index, I believe, which was a positive note. Hence they pushed it. If didn't have any issues in the U.S. the day before, notice about that doji, that red bar would be a bullish bar by now. So and plus if you look at the weekly chart, oh yeah, you were asking, like, in hindsight it is great trade. If you look at the weekly chart actually last week I sent an email to everyone, if because there was lot of great setups if anybody entered with M2. So method 2 actually came up and it was bullish from last week. So, and then it retraced and there was another potential to come in. Hence, being in a level demand, it was just too good. So if you're not sure with the daily, always go to the weekly to give you a much better direction based on price.
Okay. Because usually, I thought we enter when we see some sort of stabilization.
Exactly. I totally agree with you, but this one didn't stabilize. And it's mainly just because of level demand, and on the bigger time frame of the weekly showed bullish, more of the bulls than actual bears itself. So if you're trying to find more confirmation, and if you could please go back to the daily chart for me. The close of yesterday, actually today, the close of today was another good entry price, which was 103.50, 103.60. That's good enough. Just for confirmation, yeah. So, odds and probability that, it can move further, and it can go to 104.50 and beyond is highly probable. But if you want to have a better price, then wait for it until it drops down once again.
I'm in already. I'm in in a day.
Okay, gotcha. All right, perfect. No worries. Okay, any other questions?
No questions.
Perfect.
No questions.